Hi guys, Hasina here. It's been a minute, maybe a couple of weeks, not too bad, since we last chatted. All the digital paperwork. If this is your first time here and you are enjoying these chats, please click like and subscribe below. Also, you can find me on the web on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube /Hasina Music. And you can find me on Instagram at Has Love Star. Okay, out of the way. All right. So today I'd like to chat about something that's, I mean, these things, these topics have always been on my mind. I'm just now getting the words out of my head into uh, the world, I guess. Um, my topic for today is just pondering the idea of what our roles are in certain discussions, certain topics, um, certain situations, etc., etc. Because I think that's something we have to consider. Um, there's going to be a lot of ums because I'm pondering a lot of stuff. I didn't really break down how I wanted to go about this. I usually like these chats to be more like a flow of consciousness. So, I don't even really know where I'm going to go. It could get a little controversial. I hope not, but like that's more important to me than appropriateness. I just think about, especially, always in our current climate with media, social media, and um, everyone's opinions being high currency. Even right now, I'm engaging in it as I talk to you, giving my opinions. Um, I wonder what our roles are. Meaning, you know, what's the end game? What are our true desires when we engage? What are we really looking to do to not necessarily do, but what are we looking? Are we looking to resolve something? Are we just looking to act in it? Because sometimes, okay, so I look online and I see discussions about race and violence and sexism and misogyny and all sorts of shitty stuff. And I wonder, and even illness, even in disease, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I think that because I've supported a lot of groups where, there's a mission, there's an objective to help someone. But when it gets too big, can it sustain its ideal? Like if we want to cure a disease, what happened? Like, is the objective, like, we can say that that's what we want, but is the objective to really get there? Because then what happens when it's cured? What happens to those who funded and supported the mission? Do they look to the next thing to support, or does it leave them ass out in some way? Um, and I in no way mean this as a disrespect to anything that people support. Like I said, I've supported a lot of things. I just wonder where the end game is. When you have people online, journalists, bloggers, who are the first to tell you about some form of brutality, some form of violence, police brutality, some acts of hate. What would the role be for them if those by the grace of God, universe, Gaia, were to be eliminated. And there was no more hateful acts. And there's no more hateful behavior, violence, brutality. Where do they go? I wonder about that, because I think sometimes we adhere, the way society works, the way I see it is that we adhere to these roles and then we have to be that role. We don't ask how people are, we ask what they do. So if that's what they're doing, and if by some wondrous event those horrible things cease to happen, what would they do? AKA, who are they now? I think about those things because sometimes, what do you do if you're in the business of trauma? Granted, or business of discussing trauma. Granted, it doesn't, sadly, it looks like there's no end in sight, but for me, the first thought is, how do you even sleep at night? Because that's so heavy on the heart. And not that you should not be doing this work. Everybody needs to be doing this work, but how do you keep that space between doing that work and the work doing you? Because I see that, and I wonder. Because it looks like we're not really looking for solutions so much. We're looking for band-aids. And I don't even mean that from those who discuss the trauma and discuss the issues. They're doing their job. But I mean, I don't know. This is sitting with me, and it's I don't really know where to go from there, but I think about those things, even when we have opinions about certain things, and what's your role in having that opinion? What do you want to happen? What do you want to achieve by stating your opinion? Right now, for me, I want us to think about that. I want us to think about the fact that we ask most often what people do versus how they are. I want us to think about the fact that we have automated responses to how we are. I want us to think about the fact that, we fund research for so many diseases, but it's just always funding for research. And the research improves things, but there never seems to be an end point. I want us to question why. I want us to question how, if you're a blogger or a journalist, how you can consistently, be the first person there to discuss those things, and how it doesn't reach you. At what point is the information beneficial, and at what point is it just sharing more pain? And I'm not saying to stop. I want to be very clear. I don't fucking know the answer. I think about trauma. I think about PTSD. I think about the ways that we internalize these things, and we don't discuss how it can be constantly affecting us. Because as it is, I just wonder about those things. I'm gonna just let that sit there because I don't have any solutions, but I wonder. I just wonder. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And like I said, I don't have the solution. I know we need to be informed. I just know, where is the line? I just wonder where the line is. And in this age, what does it mean to be informed? Not to keep things hidden, yet what does it mean? So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to share ideas. This was kind of just, I usually feel like I have more answers or more clear ways of expressing my feelings about this, but I don't know. So, like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and that's all for now. So, let's talk soon. I hope you have a wonderful week and be blessed. One love.